Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? How's your Friday going? Oh, July 13th, in fact. Friday the 13th. Ooh. Is your day going good? Did anything bad happen to you today?
You get bad luck on Friday? Do you get bad luck on
You know what? Today, I tried to look, when I was at the gym, I tried to put my stuff in locker 13.
You did not.
I did, but somebody already had their bag
Someone
in
took
there.
it?
Yeah, I should have taken
throw it out.
their bag out and put mine in.
That's terrible. Yeah, you should have done that.
Yeah, and giving them the Friday 13th bad luck.
Well, I mean, not everyone gets bad luck on Friday. I get great luck on Friday 13th.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
I just don't. Yeah.
Nothing's happened so far.
Yeah, I just don't think about it like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about it. I think about it when I see the calendar in the first of the day, and then I'm
Right.
like, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Exactly.
Crappy things can happen any time of the day, or good things can happen to you any day.
We're just going to focus on all the good things and the positive things that can happen.
Yeah, do that.
Right?
Do that.
Yeah, and I swear, it's going to happen.
It'll happen, people. Put out the good vibes, and they shall find you.
Yeah!
On Feel Good Friday.
The feeliest of goodiest of Friday. We have an action-packed show, along with the action-packed.
Oh, it's action-packed.
But this show, dedicated to all the bad mothers out there.
There's good mothers, there's bad mothers, good fathers, bad fathers.
Yeah.
Today we're focusing on the mothers.
Yeah, there's a couple stories that have definitely grabbed our attention today.
Yeah. So no drunk stories today.
No junk stories.
Or racist ones.
No racist.
So we're gonna finish on a clean slate this week.
Yes.
You know.
And I believe we're gonna finish on a somewhat of a good note too.
We are gonna finish on a good note. A very good note.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time tuning in to Talking Trends, myself and Tony, I'm TK, this is Tony.
Yeah.
We find interesting news articles from across the globe and we bring them to the comforts of your home or wherever you may be listening or watching this show.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts out to you, first of all. And unlike a lot of podcasts, this is done live, ladies and gentlemen. So everybody in the chat, thank you for joining us. But we want to hear your comments and opinions on the stories that we may be covering.
Yeah.
And before we get today's show started, have you subscribed to the YouTube channel? If not, find us on YouTube and subscribe. Just type in Talking Trends.
Yeah.
And you can see our logo.
You should be on there.
Yeah, it will be much appreciated.
Yeah, join us.
Yes, if you like the show, give us a little subscribe. That's all we ask for.
That's always not too much.
Not too much. First story, ladies and gentlemen. Mother of the Year nomination goes to this lady pictured here.
She looks super happy to be nominated.
Oh boy, this is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Mother, lack of better words, what I might say, she has been sentenced to 40 years in prison. And you may be wondering why.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Well, she was trying to sell her 2-year-old daughter
That'll do it.
for sex.
Oh my God.
Not even, it wasn't bad enough that she was trying to sell the daughter.
This is the first story you wanted to go. We'll start on the crappy note. We'll end on we promise you.
Yeah.
We'll bring it around.
Yeah, exactly. We're kind of like the roller coaster starting the journey. We're starting very low. We're on the ascend, but we start really low.
Do we need any other nominations for a crappy mother? I think that takes the cake.
I don't know.
All right.
Well,
yeah, you're right. Mine's pretty bad too.
Your one's pretty bad as well.
All right.
Up next, Tony's going to cover this story where a lady now another mother.
Yeah.
I believe she's from here, Nova Scotia.
From Nova Scotia.
Strangled her daughter.
Yep.
And now people are in arms about her 4-day pass to church.
Yeah. They granted her 4-day passes to go to church and pray. Why she needs to leave the prison to do so? We'll find out.
Not sure.
No. We're starting to turn.
This is, now we're climbing.
Signal is on.
We're climbing, ladies and
Signal is
gentlemen.
on. We're good.
Blockbuster Video.
Yes.
I mean,
If you know what that is.
Yes.
We know what that is. You may, depending on your age, you may not know what the hell Blockbuster Video is.
Well, it was a store that we used to go to watch movies and rent video games from.
Yeah, we had to leave the home to get them.
Yeah.
And then return them.
And so anyway, there's a couple of these still, 2 more in Alaska.
There is?
The last 2 in Alaska are closing the doors.
Oh,
I know. I brought the story up because it's like a good, feel good, nostalgic, you know.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate that
the stores are shutting
They
down.
held on as long as they could.
I can't believe they even had them that long.
Yeah, there's reasons why they had it that long.
Okay.
And we can get into that, of course.
Okay. Free popcorn.
Yes. And finally, marriage. It's a big day when you get married.
It is huge.
Yeah. I think the one thing that you want in your favor is the weather to go correctly.
Either if you're having an inside or outside, you always want a nice day.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
Right?
For sure.
In this case, a couple, the weather just took a turn for the worse. But on the good note, humanity to the rescue.
Feel good story, people. Someone came to the rescue.
They offered up their large house, apparently, for the couple and their guests to hold the reception.
I wouldn't have done it. No, I'm just kidding.
You would have charged.
I definitely would have charged them a fee, cover charge, the whole thing. You know what I mean? Open bar, but you got to charge for the bar. That's a whole thing.
Exactly.
But anyway, feel good story.
Yeah. Happy birthday to those celebrating birthdays. We wish you more life, more positivity in your life. And of course, we got to say what's up and happy birthday to our celebrity friends.
What up?
Happy birthday, Harrison Ford.
The man, Indiana Jones, Han Solo, whatever you want, whatever role you like.
Yep.
President, Air Force One, badass president, turning 76 years old.
Yep. Up next, happy birthday to Patrick Stewart.
From Star Trek, of course.
Yes.
78 years old.
Happy birthday to one Dr. Ken Jeong.
49 from The Hangover.
Yep.
From what's the show? What's the show he's got? The sitcom.
Is it like this Dr. Ken?
Maybe. Oh, Dr. Ken. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But did you die? If you remember that line from The Hangover.
And finally, happy birthday to Cheech from Cheech and Chong.
70. We got a lot of 70s going on. 72 years old.
Damn.
The man's still touring and doing shows.
Yes.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
And a avid smoker.
Hey, man. Salute to him.
Listen, he's puffing away, making it happen.
Let's kick off today's show with this disgusting story.
Yeah, let's do that.
So this mother pictured here, a Houston woman has been accused of offering to sell her 2-year-old daughter for sex at a cost of $1,200. Right?
All right.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, she's in jail and she's been sentenced to 40 years. 25-year-old Sarah Marie Peters was sentenced Thursday after pleading guilty to charges that included promotion of prostitution. Authorities say undercover officers in the Montgomery County, North Houston, encountered Peters online on a social media site. They said she forwarded photos of young girls and asked if there was anyone who wanted to, quote unquote, have fun with her daughter.
God.
Insane.
Man, what is going on?
I don't get it. Detectives watched Peters board a bus in Houston with her daughter to travel to Conroe, where she thought she was meeting a man who would pay for sex with the toddler. She was, of course, thankfully arrested.
Nice.
February 22nd. Her daughter is in the custody of the State Child Protective Services. You piece of shit, you.
Was it a setup? Obviously, right?
Yes, it was. They did the whole like kind of Chris Hansen kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
Man.
Well,
that's something.
I think I've seen stories before about, that similar type of situation, but never that young. That's a whole other level of sick.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a whole different level.
Here's my thing. If the mother was so broke, and let's say, hey, she's exhausted all her means on how to make money. She's applied for jobs at every possible Walmart, McDonald's, everything.
Yeah.
Listen, bare bones, sell yourself first for sex.
Sell your own damn body.
Yes.
It's true.
Instead of selling your 2-year-old daughter.
If you have to do it, that's what you do.
Yes.
Well, obviously some sort of mental. She's not in the right mental state, I'm assuming. That is part of the situation.
I would hope she's not in any sort of optimal mental state.
And the other thing is, $1,200?
Bro.
Well,
I have so many questions. Like, what social media site did she post all these pictures on? And then what is the result of the social media site for even allowing those pictures and that whole post to even happen and stay there for however long it stayed there for people to see it?
Dude, that's the dark web we talked about before. Not the black web, which is what I called it before.
Yeah.
Slightly racist comment.
Yes.
The black web. The dark web,
yes,
which is like the underground internet, I guess. I mean, that's the only place. You're right, though. What social media site?
I would like to know.
oh my God, like,
I would like to know.
they should be prosecuted.
That's what I mean.
Right?
Yeah, I hope they investigate the site that
100%.
allowed this post to happen in the first place. And then you kind of got to think, okay, well, what else goes on this site? Also, she doesn't look like a savvy individual to be on the dark web. You have to know.
Right.
It's not an easy thing to access, okay?
Yeah.
So from my knowledge, it's not an easy thing to really like access. It's not. So anyway, she doesn't look like the most computer savvy.
Right.
I mean, I'm not judging a book by its cover.
Well, you kind of are.
Actually, I am.
That's okay.
And it's okay because
you have permission to do such.
She is a disgusting person.
She is.
She's a garbage person.
She's a garbage person, as you like to say.
Yes.
She definitely takes the cake for garbage person.
Yes.
For sure.
Of the week.
Of the week, and maybe even longer.
Who knows?
The thing I do like is the sentence.
I do like this. I was going to say, is 40 years long enough? Because I think when she gets out, well, chance for parole. What?
How old is she? Does it say how?
25. So she'll be 65.
Yeah, well, fuck, maybe that's not long enough.
I think let's kick it up another 20 years.
Well, it's not murder. I'm not trying to downplay it, but it's not murder. But there are murders that get out before that.
It could have led to a murder.
It could have led to a murder.
And it's up there, man. Selling your 2-year-old daughter for sex?
Listen, I'm not justifying in any way, shape, or form.
I know, right.
40 years, if she does the 40 years. If she does it.
Yeah.
Which is questionable. This is in the U.S., right?
Yes.
Yeah, so she may, I mean, with the overcrowded prisons in the U.S., she may not even do 40 years.
Who knows?
It's not a violent crime, which means she may not even be a maximum prison. She may be only on a medium level.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not to say that that's any better, but it is better than a maximum.
Yeah.
And on top of that, she may not even do the 40 years. So the question will be is when does she become eligible for parole?
You're right. Yeah.
And will she be granted it? Hopefully, if the parole board has any fucking heart at all,
oh my God,
they don't grant her any parole and let her do the full 40.
Oh, I'd be like, oh, this is so and so. Okay, yeah, she tried to sell her daughter for sex. Okay,
yeah, she ain't gonna fucking anywhere.
Fuck this person.
Yeah, like that's not good.
I also kind of wonder how she was brought up. Make me kind of question how her childhood was.
Yeah, I mean, these situations, you know how it is. It always stems back to their childhood.
Right.
She may have been abused, sexually abused, whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that is the case, but it could be.
Yeah.
And not that that's an excuse, but it does play a part. She's obviously not mentally stable.
Yeah.
You know?
No. And finally, do you tell the child once the child is starting to grow up about this?
I would say no.
Yeah.
Because I think that'll mess them up even more. I don't know. What do you think? You think you tell him? Or her?
It's heavy, man. I mean, it depends. I don't know. I guess if the child really wants to know, I mean, if they get to the age where I think that it could be digested well,
yeah,
and for them to understand. Oh, I mean, yeah, I think if they come to the age where they can make the decision to find out, hey, this is your mom, this is what she tried to do, this is why she's here, da 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 da. Okay. And I think she can draw her own conclusions.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to explain to the child, where's your mother? Unless she gets adopted, and then the mother just becomes the mother, and then she never has to know any different.
And that's true, too. They could honestly just display it like that.
Might be the best thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why mess up the kid?
Yeah.
Because her mother's all twisted.
Right.
I mean, what a petty thing. For $1,200, too. Like, I mean, you probably could sell something and get...
That's what I mean. Yeah, you literally could
You know what I mean? Sell your own damn ass.
Exactly. Sell your own body first.
Yeah, you might not get $1,200.
Yeah.
You may get $12.
Yeah, seriously.
Do it 100 times. Boom.
There you go.
You're in it to win it, baby. So enjoy your time in prison.
Yeah.
Your ass will be served up.
Yes.
Especially when they find out what you did.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
boy.
What are you in here for?
Ooh, you don't want that.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Up next, another candidate for Mother of the Year.
Yeah,
I got to keep track of these. I'm going to go through the old show logs and
we're going to have to
keep a track all the great candidates of Mother of the Years that we've had on the show.
Irvin likes the term garbage person.
Yes,
I'm very on board with that.
This is another one.
Jeanette says she wishes our laws were tougher. I agree because this is a U.S. case, not Canada, and I'm sure it might have been a whole different scenario in Canada.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is another garbage person, I would say. Nova Scotia woman who strangled her 12-year-old daughter to death has been granted 4 escorted leaves over the next 12 months to attend church services. A written decision by the Parole Board of Canada dated June 28th said Penny Boudreau must be accompanied by 2 staff, so you have to pay them staff on top of it to escort this woman, who will remain within sight and sound at the whole time. Boudreau was sentenced to 20 years in prison for the January 27th death of Carissa Boudreau after pleading guilty to two second degree murder for killing her only child. The Bridgewater woman, I remember this story actually. Now that they mentioned Bridgewater, is now in her 40s. Reported her daughter missing. She reported her daughter missing on the night of the heavy snowstorm in January 2008. Then held an emotional news conference. So she laid it on thick, where she made a tearful.
It takes a certain kind of person to really play this out. Like,
yeah, just
this is what I'm gonna do.
That's a sick person. Okay. Yeah. She made a tearful appeal for the public's help to find the little girl. Under the terms of her original life sentence, she's only permitted to apply full parole after 15 years, which seems short to me anyway.
Yeah.
In a statement of facts presented to the court during her trial, Boudreaux confessed that she strangled her child with twine to save her relationship with her boyfriend, Vernon McCumber, who the Crown said had no role in the crime. Her arrest came after undercover agents posing as a member of the crime syndicate were able to convince Boudreaux that they could possibly make her problem go away. So they obviously had to pull some sort of a sting operation.
Yep.
She admitted to the crime, went as far as to reenact the manner of which she killed her daughter with one of the undercover agents, taking them to the scene of the murder, which you got to be sick to be able to go back there, first of all. So yeah, she's going to be granted, and I've read it. I'm not going to read the whole story about what happened, but I think this murder was pretty brutal. I mean, you strangled the daughter, and the daughter, I think some of the last words that she explains, the daughter was saying, "Please don't do this." So the daughter there is looking at you in the face, telling you, "Don't do this," and you strangle the life out of your daughter.
Wow.
So she's a garbage person for sure.
Yeah.
She's been sentenced to 20 years, of course.
I still think that's kind of light.
I think it's kind of light, and I think we just talked about, here it is, 2 different cases.
Yeah.
One in the States, you get 40 years, not for murder, but something disgusting.
Yeah.
Here is a murder, a blatant murder.
Yeah.
She's on 2 counts here, and she gets 20 years, available for parole in 15.
And
now she's got 4 passes. Go to church. So what do you guys think about this? How far is too far for these rights for prisoners, especially in this situation? Should she have the right to go do this? She wants to go pray. She says she wants to go pray. She wants to go to a church and pray. I say, no. Stay the fuck in your cell.
Yeah.
And pray there.
Yeah, you got 4 walls.
God's everywhere, motherfucker.
Exactly.
So what do you get? What are you so special?
Yeah, you save that jail money up and you buy yourself a Bible. I'm sure they can even give you one for free.
I think you get one for free.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do.
And yeah, you do your prayer in church. I think this whole 4 day, I don't know what the message they're sending to other people now.
I mean, yeah, now you're going to have everybody, well, not everybody, but you're going to have a lot more inmates going, listen,
hey,
you approved this one.
Yeah.
Why not me?
Right.
I have a lesser crime on my thing.
Exactly. Now I want to go to church.
I want to go to church too.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Busload a whole bunch of... Listen, this is going to end very fucking badly for everybody.
Yeah.
Apparently, Jeanette says she sat on her child and strangled her. That's how she did it.
Okay.
And she also says the boyfriend should have been charged as well.
That's another issue. I was kind of like, she did it for the boyfriend. I would like to know his stance on everything.
Yeah. I love that excuse. That seems to come up more times than...
I've heard that before. It's just like, they sacrifice somebody for the relationship. Like, don't you think that would be harder for the relationship after you sacrifice, especially your child, for a relationship?
Well, apparently he gave her an ultimatum. That was the ultimatum. It was either her or me.
Sounds like a gentleman. Sounds like another garbage person to me.
He's a garbage boyfriend for sure.
Ah, yes.
Garbage person, 2 of them together. And they deserve each other.
Yes.
But I don't think this, I mean, for me, I don't think she should have any rights like that.
No,
I think nothing.
I'm pretty strict. I was walking home the other day, and I'm just kind of on. I got on the topic of capital punishment for some odd reason.
Okay.
And
how'd you get on that topic?
I don't know. You know how my mind works, Tony.
I don't know how it works. Nobody knows how it works.
Either do I. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, and I just think a lot of these crimes, again, in these cases, I don't think are punished properly. And again, as we were saying, what's the message that you're sending to people out there who are mentally ill and people in jail who have done heinous crimes and now are probably going to start asking for this sort of treatment as well? Like, I want to go to jail. Yeah. I think you took a life.
Yep.
I'm sorry. And
here we go.
And the girl was, and your daughter was begging for her life. It wasn't like it was a mistake.
It wasn't accidental.
You planned it out. You killed your daughter.
Absolutely.
You, ma'am, are in jail for life. I'm sorry. That's just the way my mind works.
So then, are we basing the, let's say, inmates' rights based on the crime? Or do we, you know what I mean? Like, do we go, okay, this crime, between this crime and this crime, you have this many rights. If you're anything in this crime,
your rights are gone. I just don't understand why.
All situations.
I just don't understand why people get rights for taking literally a person's life. Now they are not around for none of their rights.
Right. That's true.
Why do you get to still exercise yours?
Good point.
I just never understood that. I don't know.
I agree. I don't think
you're already guilty. You're already guilty, and I get it. In the court system and the whole proceedings before you're actually you're booked in jail. Okay, I'll give you your rights to there. Who knows if you really did it? But you're admitting to officers on how you did it. Da 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 da. Case said and done.
Yeah,
that's it. I think your rights should be as soon as you've admitted to the crime. Okay,
there are certain rights. Yeah, I think human rights are one thing. So I mean, if you got a human rights, like your basic human rights. Fine, you're a human. Yeah. Maybe, kind of.
That's just a garbage person.
But this is not a human right. You don't have a human right to leave prison and go to church.
No.
That's not you've lost that privilege. Yeah. That's a privilege, not a right.
Yeah.
So you lost it. It's over.
What else stems from this? Hey, can we stop by the drive-thru after church?
Can I get a Big Mac quick?
I need a quick Big Mac.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Ben chimes in. I believe he gave her a choice to pick him or her daughter, and she chose to get rid of the daughter. And I don't think any crime was committed there. All he did was say her or me. So
that's a pretty garbage move from that dude as well.
It's a super garbage move.
If you know this person has a child, you're like, hey, if you cannot date another person who has a kid, move on, sir. Don't give them the ultimatum of choosing you or the daughter or the son or what have you. I think that's a piece of shit move by the boyfriend who one could argue started this whole thing.
I mean, we don't know the backstory.
So I don't know. Yeah,
But I mean, you're right. It could be 100 different things that happened to lead up to that point.
The butterfly effect, if you will.
Yes, sir. But ultimately, what a shitty choice to even say.
Right, exactly.
Maybe he just meant, listen, you know, I gotta go. I can't get along with your daughter. You know what I mean? Maybe they're living in the same house, and you know. But I mean, she's 12 years old. Of course, she's living in the same house. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Why would you tell her get rid of your daughter? I mean,
makes no sense.
Whether he knew she would take it to that level, maybe he didn't know. Yeah. And maybe that's why he didn't get charged with a crime. But either way, two garbage people.
Yes. Back to back. But speaking of non-garbage people, the Talking Trends roll call, everybody shouts out for you guys for hanging out and being a part of the show.
You guys are not garbage people.
Yeah.
The people who are not garbage people, Lisa, Jonathan Cromwell in the house, Ben DJ Mutz. Brian DJ IV, a lot of DJs in the house today. Yeah. Julie, Jeanette, Joe's in the house as well. Adam, Steph, Jennifer. I'm gonna go down here. Irvin in the house, of course. And I think that's it. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Much love.
Before we get into the next story, I'm gonna take you guys down a little trip. Let's take you down a road. Memory lane.
All right.
Let's go down this. I'm going to play a little commercial for you guys.
Nice.
Let's take this one.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right. Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store.
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
Is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
Hey.
Wow. I really like that commercial. It makes me feel all warm and gooey inside.
Here's a weird thing about me.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's been some days where I will go on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I will literally watch 90s commercials for like an hour or two.
I gotta do that sometimes.
I just I'm like, oh my God, I remember that commercial. I'm like, oh my, can I just get in the DeLorean and go back to the 90s for like a couple of days and hang out? Anyways, I just like that nostalgic feeling. Anyways, Blockbuster, ladies and gentlemen. Alaska's last 2 Blockbusters are closing.
It seems right that they're in Alaska, the last 2.
Well, yeah. And so after these 2 close, there will be one left in the U.S.
There is?
There will be one more.
Come on.
Yeah. So the last 2 remaining Blockbuster stores in Alaska are set to close, marking the end of an era in what has long been one of the video rental business's last strongholds. The closures just leave one store standing in U.S. in Oregon. Shouts out.
Nice.
Shouts out to Bend, Oregon. Thursday news follows for the recent Blockbuster closures across the state, which had 13 Blockbusters in 2013.
Wow.
And then it was down to 9 stores in 2016.
Yeah.
Quote unquote, it's tough to tell the customers. It really is, says Kevin Demule, the general manager at one of the locations. They're like family. It's hard to say goodbye.
True.
As Blockbuster stores disappeared from most of the lower 48 in recent years, the brand long managed to persist in Alaska. Some said expensive internet here is the reason why. So that's the reason why people were still going to that Blockbuster was because the internet in Alaska was mad expensive.
That makes some sense.
Yeah.
I'm getting it now.
Okay. So the stores have also been a destination for those who just wanted to visit for some simple nostalgia. It's not just the streaming services that have hurt the video rental business, attributing to the decline in how smartphones and social media have changed the way people spend their free time. Then there are people who go to Blockbuster but don't even come inside. Facebook, so they
just want to see it.
They basically want to see it. They take a picture, and then that's it. But one of the people said who works there, like, we see you out there taking selfies in front of our stores, so show them to us. Like, come in and show
get your
us.
ass in here.
Get your ass in here. Buy something. Kelly Vay, the district manager at one of the Blockbusters, sees people in the summer and the winter alike hopping out of their cars to snap photos, and then they just drive off.
Oh my God.
Right? I wish they would come in and buy something.
You got to charge them for pictures.
Yeah, she should chase them down and be like, yo, $5.
Yeah.
All day long, I joke that I need to put a picture of somebody in the window to photobomb them, blah, blah, blah. But yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, c'est la vie to...
Where's the other location? Where's the last one?
It's in Oregon.
The last one's in
Oregon.
last one
That's in Bend, Oregon. Bend.
How is this place surviving, bro?
That's a good question.
That's got to go.
No, it doesn't, Tony.
Come on,
We need to bring Blockbuster back. We need to bring Jumbo Video back.
That's Jeanette mentioned Jumbo Video on Crumple Road. I remember Jumbo Video.
It was amazing.
Adam says, he used to work at Blockbuster when he was 16.
Shouts
and
out.
he also said, do you remember TK's Carpet? I do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I think
of course.
TK's Carpet's still around, too.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Hey.
Is it? Okay.
Let's look it up real quick.
Jeanette says popcorn at Jumbo Video. Yes, I remember that. And I think Blockbuster did popcorn too.
Okay, here's the thing about the free popcorn. For those, ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, Jumbo Video, and maybe tuning into the show from another country or what have you, Jumbo Video, I believe it was wasn't Atlantic. Anyway, it was a Canadian video distribution company.
Canadian, yeah.
And when you go in, there was always a popcorn machine.
Yes.
And it was a free-for-all. And I felt bad for staff who worked there because it was nothing but popcorn on the floor.
Yeah. Well,
With that being said, looking back, hindsight, if you will,
right,
it's kind of gross. Lots of people from different walks of life scooping their hands in to this goddamn popcorn.
No, there was a scoop, wasn't there?
There was a scoop.
Nobody used it.
Dude,
Yeah,
come on.
I know.
It's kind of gross. It's kind of like the chip bowl they put at Gus's Pub for everybody to kind of...
don't eat out of the chip bowl or nut bowls at any bar. Just don't. It's proven that it's not clean.
But at the time, it was cool. I liked the way that they did their horror section. They really made it like they
kind of dressed it up.
They sculpted it up.
Cool.
Like it was like you're walking into a dungeon. I was like, man, that is awesome.
I did like that.
Yeah,
good creative. It was creative.
It was creative. It was like, hey, you want the movie experience? Here's your popcorn. Here's the da.
Yeah.
Listen, plenty of videos were rented. Plenty of video games were there.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the small porno section that they had there as well. Even Blockbuster had a small porn section.
They did behind the curtain.
And the one on Quimple Road, when it first came, it was in the far back, and it just looked like a normal.
I can remember the super details on where it was. And
I don't know, man.
Way in the back.
Yeah, way in the back.
It had a red door
Right
on
next to
it.
the washroom.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. All right.
So yeah, anyway, shouts out to everybody that remembers the Jumbo videos. Even your corner store videos, like your video varieties and your daily sweets and whatever. This is just one of those feel good stories. Like that kind of, it's feel good, but it's just like it was bittersweet.
Totally. Yeah, for sure.
bittersweet.
For sure. Yeah, I think we got to bring one back. I think we'd crush. I'd fucking kill it.
What would we sell? What would we honestly sell? Does videos again? Like what
We
would
do like fucking retro movies and shit. Like, I mean, I don't know. But the problem is it's too accessible for people now, so it wouldn't work. But
we would need to
we need something.
do like a regular, like if we could have a place where we could just regularly screen like old school movies,
Like 80s and 90s
90s,
and
yeah,
shit.
have like an action night and be
You can do that, but you can't charge people.
right.
That's the law. You can do that.
Yeah.
Because I think someone used to do that in a bar or something. They used to play these 90s and 80s movies, but they couldn't charge people because then you're like a theater and you got to pay the movie.
Right.
So I think you can do that, but
we wouldn't make money off
one will know.
the snacks and stuff.
that's what I'm saying. It could be 80s and 90s movies all the time.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's lose some money together.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking about together,
Oh,
weddings.
yeah, people are getting together.
It's the season.
Tis the season.
Lots of people getting married.
Yeah.
And the one thing that they really want is good weather, I'd say.
Yeah, the fine weather.
Fine weather on the day that a couple comes together. Well, you know, I guess two couples could do.
Depending on how you swing.
Yeah, depending on what kind of wedding and whatever you're into, it's cool. But for the most part, I think everybody, when they get married, the day of the marriage, they want some good weather. Everybody wants to, you know, be able to go outside and enjoy the day.
Doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing, you want a nice day for your wedding. Even though rain is supposed to be good luck, but nobody wants that.
No.
The hair it's a whole thing.
I think somebody just got married. I don't know, where'd that rain thing come from? Who made that up?
The good luck thing?
Yeah.
Somebody who got rain on their wedding day and probably said, it's good luck.
Yeah.
It's like,
Look, I'm still married.
You're just drunk,
like,
pal.
okay. Yeah.
Forget about it.
You're just mad that it was raining on your day and you're just trying to turn a bad situation into a good situation. But you know what? Good on you, because you see the glass half full, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this couple here, of course, in Mississippi, was hoping to have a very nice day for the wedding, but heavy storm clouds crept in to spoil the one sunny day just before the ceremony was set to begin on a picturesque beach along the Mississippi coastline. Thunder boomed and lightning flashed as wind and rain whipped up white-tipped waves and drove down the hopes. Gonzalez, 24 years old, watched from inside her parents' car on June 30th as thick raindrops tore at her fairy tale nuptial setup. Drenching the rows of white folding chairs set up on the sand, the flower-crowned altar inscribed with her initial, man, she had the whole thing, and those of her fiancé, and the petal-strewn white carpet down in which she was supposed to walk. She says, I was trying to hold my tears, she said in an interview. I was about to have a panic attack. I'm asking my mom, what am I going to do? Just then, a woman walked up to Gonzalez's car, umbrella-less and soaking wet, and made an offer to Gonzalez she could hardly believe. Hold your wedding at my house, the woman told her.
Okay.
Soaking wet woman Cynthia Strunk, 67 years old, and her husband, Shannon, 53, had been watching the wedding preparations from their beachfront home all morning long. Weddings are a fairly regular occurrence in this area, I guess, the beach town where the Strunks have lived since 1999. Strunk said that she typically witnesses at least a handful of ceremonies every year, but she never once saw one canceled by weather. So this was like the first one, which is crazy.
Wow.
She didn't want this to be the first, so she approached the car. Quote, the bride's mother started crying at this point, and she said thank you, and she had tears in her eyes. Gonzalez was overwhelmed by the offer. Gonzalez watched Strunk hurry back towards her house to prepare for the impromptu wedding she was about to host. Gonzalez then turned to her mother and recalled her sudden premonition as Strunk approached the car, and the total stranger in the big house nearby was going to offer to use her home. Quote, I was like, Mom, I told you. I had this feeling she was going to save us. Strunk asked just for 10 minutes to go get the house. 10 minutes? Jeez. Strunk's home is usually a little bit messy. State of affairs Strunk's attributed to having lots of grandchildren. But as luck would have it, the house was nice and clean that day, just in time. The Strunks have a large extended family, so they always keep roughly 2.5 chairs around. So just by
Just hanging out, okay.
for gatherers and reunions. Working quickly, the couple pulled the chairs from the storage and positioned them in a row. The gallery, a large square room in the heart of the house, has marble floors, a concert piano, and a vestibule on one of the ends. And Strunk decided it would function nicely as a makeshift altar.
Wow.
So they had everything they needed today. It was great. They exchanged their vows. They were right by the window. It was beautiful. The Strunks waited inside their kitchen while the wedding proceeding took place, taking only occasional peeks at the beautiful. Why didn't they get invited? Come on, it's your house. At the beautiful. What the hell is that? Oh, God.
Thanks for the house, motherfuckers.
Yeah, get out of my way.
Get the hell out of my way. We're about to have to turn this motherfucker up.
Quote, the father was just so appreciative that they were just a gracious, wonderful people. They were just happy to do it. To us, it was no big deal. No big deal to these people. They're nice people. I like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I did tell them that when they have their first baby, I fully expect them to bring the baby to the house and tell them where it all began. Well, that's not technically where it all began.
Yeah.
But she says the Gonzalez's are planning on it. So that's a good story.
Damn.
That could have been really crappy.
Yeah, it's cool when you see people kind of come out and be like, you know what? They turn a poor situation into something positive.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Jacob has joined us. Says, geez, pretty dark topics today. We turned it around, man. We turned the corner. We were good. We told you it was going to start off dark.
Yeah, we started here.
If you're here earlier, you would have known that.
And then we're gonna rise to the top. The cream always rises to the top.
Yeah, this is creamy.
Rises to the top.
Yeah, give me that cream.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a good story, man. That's that's a nice thing that these guys just offered up their home. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, they have all the chairs. They have the space. Like, they were prepared.
It's kind of like, yeah, they were just waiting.
Dude, they should rent their house out for fucking weddings as a backup just in case it rains there.
I mean, if they're retired and they're looking for a little extra income, I think they should do that.
A little extra mamu.
Yeah.
Strunks. How do you like that?
Maybe we can get in on that. Maybe we should give them a shout and set that up.
Maybe we should open up a backup wedding, place on the beach.
Okay.
Nobody gets married on the beach here.
No, because you want to talk about wild swings of weather.
Listen. Let's go to Point Pleasant Park.
Yeah.
1 second to this next second.
Yeah, it's insane. The weather's here.
It's all good.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming into the stop of the end of the coming into the end of the show.
Wait, some movie recommendations.
Oh yeah, Tony wants to do this movie thing.
I'm gonna do this thing on Fridays, maybe. If you guys like it, if you don't like it, tell me to pound sand. Some of the movies that I'm going to just take top 3 movies that are opening that you might want to go see this weekend.
Okay.
Skyscraper.
With your boy.
The Rock, my man, 50 grand. Sorry to Bother You. That's a good one with Danny Glover in it. Mm-hmm. And if you're into the cartoons, Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually going to go to Skyscraper maybe this weekend.
You will.
You know it.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. I got to get my scraper on.
This is true.
People be like, hey, it's a Rock.
Yeah.
Anyway, so go check out some movies, people.
Yes.
I think the weather's actually going to be not too bad. Maybe some showers going on. But shower or not, you got something happening on Saturday.
I do, ladies and gentlemen.
Rain or shine.
Yes, rain or shine. We would love to see you come out to the illustrious Lion and Bright for Bump and Grind, which
Rain
is
or shine, bump and grind, baby.
Hey, there you go.
How you doing?
Just rapping.
Yeah.
Bump and Grind, ladies and gentlemen. 90s R&B music all night long. So if that sounds like your thing, come on by. The night starts at 9:30, roughly.
Really? I thought it was 10. You got earlier now?
We say 9:30.
It's no joke, people. Get there early.
But yeah, get there early. That's why I kind of say the 9:30.
It's a good idea.
Just to kind of wean people in a little earlier. But yeah, I mean, to encourage you to come early because the space is limited there and the night does fill up very quickly. Yeah. I mean, if you're not there by like 11:30, I mean, good luck. But of course.
Before that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the first Bump and Grind for the summer. Which is also good. Yeah. So it's always a good time, ladies and gentlemen. So I mean, if 90s music sounds like your jam, come on out to the Lion and Bright. It's gonna be a party, y'all.
Saturday.
So yeah, tomorrow night.
So I'll be splitting a pitcher of water with this gentleman over here. So I'm not doing the drinking thing, and you haven't been doing the drinking thing for a while. So
Yeah.
it'll be. How is the water there?
And the water's I'll get you a fine bottle, my friend.
Please do. Yes, thank you.
2 bottles on me.
Very kind of you. Very kind of you.
I got you, man.
All right, bottle service all around.
Yes.
But go check that out, guys. But seriously, do get there early because it does get full very fast.
Yep. What are you up to this weekend?
Well, listen, we got a couple things going on.
Yeah,
you got the thing going on, and I'm going to maybe do some football on Saturday.
Yep.
But Sunday.
Oh, boy.
Listen, if you want to write an obituary for your boys here, you might want to get ready. Sunday, maybe the Sunday of death for us, too. Yep. We're going to attempt to go up Citadel Hill 40 times each. Which, if you combine that amount, would be the equal amount, I guess, to reach Everest Peak.
Yeah, see the summit for Mount Everest.
See the summit. So there you go. So, if you're in the area, come on by, say hi to you. Maybe bring us a Gatorade or something might be nice. Bring us a tasty beverage. Yeah. Come on by, take a picture. Watch us crawl our way up the hill. Oh. But we're going to try to do that maybe Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning, maybe.
Sunday morning, afternoon. Morning. Yeah, we'll figure out. We're waiting on what the weather's doing on Sunday.
All right. We'll post up on our social media, so watch that closely. But yeah, that's going to be our fun day off of work. That's our rest day for some reason. We decided to do that, as stupid as we are. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we have going on.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Sure death awaits us on the hill. We need to make a name for it. Death on the Hill, or
something that has death in it.
Yeah, something that has death in it. So, that'll be fun. Yeah. What's happening tonight? Nothing,
man. Just chilling out. I'm gonna walk home. Gonna make a little something to eat. And, probably take it easy. Upload today's show to all the YouTubes out there. And speaking of that, if you haven't headed over to the YouTube channel, please check us out on YouTube and subscribe there, as well as iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio. We're all over the place.
Do that.
If you like the show, of course. You don't want to force you into anything you don't want to do.
Okay. But you like it.
No, but you should do that right now. Actually, you don't like that. Yeah, do it. Let's do it. Just hit the subscribe faster. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into another episode of Talking Trends. We really do appreciate your time. Sometimes we go a little bit over, but honestly, we do appreciate your time tuning in whenever you can. We will be back. We will be back.
If we survive Sunday, we'll be back Monday.
Yes,
at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Or if not, we might have to do a live stream from the hospital.
We can do that. They got great Wi-Fi, I think.
It's all right. It's all right there.
It'll be okay. Yeah. We'll be back on Monday, 5 o'clock. Yes. And also, don't forget Sunday, World Cup Finals. Check that out, too.
Yes.
Croatia versus France. So, yeah. So, we'll see you guys Monday. Have a safe weekend.
Yes. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace.
We out. How's it going, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking Trends. If you like the show, please subscribe below.